Hello.
Hi guys. All right. Thank you so
Welcome.
much for waiting for our game live stream. You'll just be hearing audio for now. But welcome to late night sessions. So this is where we'll be playing Blades in the Dark, and I have my friends here, my cool friends. Um we have Jiggy,
Hello.
and we have Pepper,
Hi.
and we have Kenneth.
Hello.
All right. We're missing one cast because of some internet issues, but we will push through. So right now we will be playing Blades in the Dark. Um, Give me just 1 second. All right. Okay. So just to ask you guys, um, so you're already in the game, right? You're on the
Yep.
Roll20 page.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. So as you can see, in the first part of it, so we have it's loading on my end. Where are my notes? There we go. All right. So, Blades in the Dark is RPG role playing game. Um, and in here, you will be playing scoundrels. So, if you're familiar with like Money Heist, uh, any heist movies like Ocean's 11, um, Fast and the Furious 1, maybe, those kinds of media, it's very similar to that. Um, Also, you will be playing scoundrels. So you'll be a part of the criminal underground or criminal factions here in the city of Duskfall. Duskfall is the setting for our game. It's the default setting for this game, actually. So you will be playing a gang of scoundrels in the street of Duskfall, a boiling cauldron of criminal factions, ghost hauntings, and the lightning barrier keeping more ghosts at bay. So starting from the bottom of the criminal hierarchy, fighting your way to the top, and that's the way you like it. So this game is not like other games where you usually like D&D. This game, you're like this is more of a conversation. So in a conversation, nobody is in charge or um, what do you call this? Nobody is leading. So again, so this is like a conversation where, um, for example, I present a situation, you guys determine the actions of your character, and then we um, we determine how the mechanics engage that action, and the mechanics leads to new situations. So what that means is um, you decide the fate of your characters. I'm not the one who says like I'm not going to ask you like roll for a dexterity check. No, I don't do that. And in this game I don't roll any dice. I just give you the situation of what happens. And this is a D6 this D6 system.
System.
So we're only using D6s. And what that means is that you roll your d6 in a pool of dice. So if, for example, you roll three, you have three. in an ability, you roll 3d6 and you get the highest from them. So a 6 is a success, a full success. So no complications from those. Um, a 4 and a 5 is a partial success. So you still succeed in your action, but there's a complication. And then 1, 2, and 3 are fails. So you don't get what you want. And if you roll two sixes, that means you have a critical success. And for if you, for example, we'll get through the rules when we engage with the rules when we play. But for now, um, we will do character creations. I'll bring you over to a new page. All right. Do you see the new page?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Great. So with character creation, on the top right portion of your screen or on your roll 20, there's a few buttons there. Click the one that looks like a newspaper. It should say journal.
Okay.
And from the journal, um, oh, not that. You should see at the
Saan
very
yun?
bottom, you'll see characters.
So it's the on the upper right next to the chat.
Mhm.
Ah,
There
okay.
are
Okay.
the newspaper, music options, and then
Yeah.
settings.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
All right. You will see characters
Pero
there.
hindi lumalabas sa akin yung ano,
Alin?
in journal.
Click on journal.
Yeah, tapos
You should see an options like blades in the dark and then a few other things. Scroll all the way at the bottom. So you should
mhm.
see characters and then you'll see
Okay.
cutter, those
Okay,
things.
kita ko na.
Perfect. Okay. So let me introduce you the characters first. So what they do. So think of um what do you call this? Uh
Archetypes.
yes, archetypes of what you want to play as. So the first one we have is there we go. First one we have is the cutter. So the cutter is they're good at winning fights with violence, with intimidation. Uh, Play a cutter if you want to get your way. So basically, they're the bruiser of the bunch. So if you're familiar with Peaky Blinders, so most of them are, or some of them are cutters. So they're the muscle of the crew. Um, Next one is the hound. Hounds are good at tracking things down and also long distance combat. So like your snipers, uh, and uh, if you're familiar with like the assassin in Born Identity, the one hunting Jason Bourne, something like that is a hound. So like the sniper thing. And next one is a leech. Leech are good at using alchemy and wrecking stuff with sabotage. So they're they're creative with weird tools. So if you're familiar with Ocean's 11,
Mm.
um, what is Don what's War
Cheadle.
Machine? Sino yung ano nga pala pangalan? Ano yung
Si
actor
Don
ni
Cheadle.
Don Cheadle? Yeah. Si Don Cheadle yung leech nila. Siya yung techie stuff, something like that, and like to blow things up. That's usually a
Demolitions
leech.
expert. Yeah.
Yeah. Next one is the Lurk. Lurk are your they're good at sneaking around and breaking into places. Um, so they're basically the teeth. If like Oceans 2 or Oceans 12, the bad guy, the one that do the capoeira thing. So that's a good example of a Lurk.
There's a
They're good at
Catwoman.
breaking. Or yeah, Catwoman would be one as well.
Mhm.
And next one is the Slide. The Slide is good at social situations and subterfuge. So social situations reminds me of like Ocean himself. So Ocean and Brad Pitt's character in Ocean's 11 is similar to that. Um,
The face.
the face, yes. Or if you're familiar with the 18, diba? Si face is
Uh,
slide, literally a slide. And next one is a spider. Spider is like your mastermind. They're good at masterminding maneuvers. If you want to assist others and deal with other people or other factions, so you play a spider. A good example is yung leader ng A team, the character that uh, Liam Neeson plays sa bagong 18. So that is like a spider. And last one is a whisper. Whisper is the occult um, side of the scoundrels. So they're good at magical stuff and dealing with ghosts. Uh, so if you want to meddle with arcane powers, you play a whisper. So does anything jump out at you want to play as?
Is there like a random dice that will tell you which character?
Yeah, if you want to roll like a D7, you can. You can go to the
Hirap
chat
mamili.
window and slash R D7 if you want to roll something. There you go. Something like that. So anything jumps out at you or anything piques your attention ears? Do you have any choice or
Yeah, I
preference?
already had something in mind for our game,
Mm-hmm.
but parang I am willing to defer and be the last one because I've played this before.
Okay.
Um, just so you know, guys, what I've played before, I've played a leech, so parang demolitions expert, sabotage, uh, breaking down walls and stuff. That's what I did in the last game where I played the leech. The other game was a whisper because I was very intrigued by the magical stuff in this setting. There's like ghosts and demons.
Yeah.
Uh, it's really if you want to insert some flavor into our games. Yeah, pero to be transparent, I'm thinking of Cutter, where it's less of blades and more like because this is gonna be like a Victorian steampunk
Yes. Oh, by the way,
era.
yeah, you thank you for that, Jiggy. Uh
Mhm.
we're playing in 1880s
Yeah,
Victorian industrial think industrial revolution, so there's a lot of
steam.
factories,
Mhm.
machines, There's no cars, or there's very few cars or like automobile. Um, and in the setting, it's perpetual night because something happened in the past that caused the sky to darken, so it's always dark.
Hmm.
And in Duskval itself, Duskval is like a port city, so trade is here. Um, a lot of powerful and rich people are here as well, so that's why criminals thrive here as well. And some of the rich people or rich and powerful um, factions or influences are most likely tied to criminal uh, doings as well, or criminal
Hmm.
activities. Also, in here, the city itself is surrounded by a lightning barrier, so this is a way for them to keep ghosts away from the city. However, that doesn't mean that there's no ghost inside. Ghosts are your typical ghosts that what do you call
Access to
this?
Possess.
wall.
They possess, yeah, they possess people.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so that's one thing, and also one thing that's unique with this setting is if you kill somebody, there is a faction in the city that handles the dead, because basically if you die you add to the number of ghosts, so they don't want to they don't want to
Oh,
do that. So there is a faction, let me double check.
Not the silver nails. That's
No,
the
so
bell.
it's the
The sanctorium or something. I forgot. We ran
yeah,
in with them before.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, while Aries is looking, it's so think London, Venice, New York City, in a steampunk Victorian era with magic punk thrown in there. So it's
I was
all
actually imagining Arkham City.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm. So like things that flavor. Everything is dark. There's lots of shadows. You want to hide. Lots of smoke and grime in this city. So yeah, while Aries is looking that up, I want to try being a cutter, but yeah, less
Okay.
of blades, more of like old pugilist boxer type. But up to you guys. If somebody else wants to be a cutter first, I'm okay.
I'm actually torn between Lurk and Whisper.
Ooh,
So yeah.
interesting
And Spider
choices.
and that as well.
Ako parang Hound yung gusto ko eh.
Oh, nice.
What did you say? Kenneth? I
Hound.
mean, Hound.
Yung
Okay,
Hound,
okay. All right. So if you you can check out the character um if you go to the journal. So you can click on any one of those character sheets.
Yeah,
Um,
there's a summary.
yeah. So for example, let's say Hound. So when you click on the character sheet, click on there's a bio and info for it. So if you want to read a snapshot of what you can do as a Hound, you can read it in the info.
Yeah, what archetype if you were a part of like in the Fast and Furious franchise? Would you want to be a Vin Diesel or a Han?
Can't find it. Let me double check my notes.
The name of the faction.
Yeah.
They're in the sanatorium.
Yeah.
The Your
Bellwether.
mind won't quiet down. I am Bellwether. Yeah,
Spirit Wardens. There you go.
yeah.
Spirit Wardens. So, so going back to when somebody dies, the bell tower sends out a crow and then goes to where the dead is. So, for example, they died in a certain place. A few minutes later, a crow will circle around it, telling the spirit wardens that there's a dead there, so that they can dispose of it in the crematorium, so that it doesn't create a ghost. So that's what they're trying to prevent. So that's one of the the unique things in this setting. So yeah. So do
Death
you have
is heavily discouraged.
yeah? So murder is heavily discouraged unless you can hide it, or there's a way for you to mask what you're doing. So did you decide, Pepper? Which
Tagal
one?
ko pa mag-decide, sorry.
Are you okay now with Hound, Kenneth, Kex?
Yeah. Parang nagdalawang isip ako sa sinabi mo. Na-discouraged yung pumatay. Parang yun yung plano ko sa kanya. Pero, sige.
Yeah,
Hound na lang.
so that's one thing. So if you want to do like a murder hobo type thing, like kill everyone, you it you can still do it, but with that, there's a
We
lot more
won't see.
complications. Yeah,
Yeah,
consequences
it
with
will be
it.
difficult to sustain our business.
I see. Wait naman.
Most likely, it will be like non-lethal shots. A
But
lot of
Maganda
shoulders,
bang
a lot of
slide?
legs.
slide, so para kang you're familiar with Money Heist, right?
Parang siya ba yung ano, yung
Si Berlin.
distraction?
If you if you think of
Okay.
Berlin
Mhm.
likes to like be the face of
Yeah.
the robbers, right?
Mm-mm.
So
Mm.
that's an
Brad Pitt
example
in
of what.
Ocean
Yeah, Brad
series.
Pitt in Ocean's 11, and also in some degrees, Ocean himself is a slide,
Uh,
or
Yeah.
any spy movie. Usually there's slides.
Medyo big role pala yun.
Yeah, parang spy.
Ano, sidekick lang ako lagi. Sige, Hound na lang ako.
All right. So open the characters that you want to open. So Cutter for Jiggy, Hound for Kenneth, Pepper. Have you decided?
I'm down to 2. So
Mhm.
I'm going for stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So /R space D2 if you want to like a toss coin type situation.
I'm good with Lurk.
Okay. Okay. So Lurk is like your parkour thief. So
Yeah.
think about that. That's like the image. So open your character sheets. For example, Hound. Open it,
Mhm.
and then there's a few tabs up top that says bio, character sheet, and then attributes and abilities. Go to character sheet. You can pop this out if you want to have like an independent window for your character sheet. You can click on the top left. It will pop out the window, so it's not inside your Roll20.
Mm.
So first, for creating a character, you need to choose a playbook. So the character sheet that you have now, if you've already opened it, is your playbook. So it's not uh, like a character sheet per se. Um, it's the sheet represents what you can do as that or as that role. So you've chosen a playbook. So Jiggy is a cutter. Kenneth is a hound. Pepper is a lurk. Um, then we need to choose. So if you have a name for them already, you can type it on the name. Otherwise, choose a heritage. So a heritage. Done.
Yung heritage ba, mamimili kami dito?
There's a few heritage because it's part um, of of your leveling up if you want to level up. So for example, yes, so heritage there's a few choices there. So Akaros, Dagger Isles, Eruvia, Severos, Skovlan, and Ikaros. Let me just give a rundown of those.
They sounds like Russians, no?
Yes. They're like Eastern European, something like that. People. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so for the first one, which is the Akoros. Akoros is so if you want to choose this heritage, this is a land of dark and petrified forests and rocky hills. So coastal city, um, they do the Leviathan hunting. Um, what does that mean? So Leviathan hunting is the city's way of powering up the lightning barrier. So they harvest this huge beast in the ocean. They distill their blood and then turn that into like fuel um, in the end of it. So they're if you want to be an Akaros like a sailor, a Leviathan hunter, um, you can choose that. The next one is Severos. Severos is a land of windswept plains, covered in dark scrub and thorny growths. Um, they live in like tribe-like cities or tribe-like communities, and they're mostly in the deathlands. They have their ghost hunting horses. They are typically brown skinned and dark hair. Akaros is fair skinned and dark haired. Next one is Eruvia. They're a land of black deserts, obsidian mountains, raging volcanoes. Some say that positions of power are openly held by demons in Eruvia. So demons are also a thing in the setting because since there are whispers, there will usually be cults, and cults do ritual stuff. So they're here as well. They're generally amber skinned and dark haired. Next one is Dagger Isles. They're the tropical archipelago, so similar to uh, Southeast Asia, maybe. Dense jungle, and it was before the event that caused the sky to darken and perpetual night. It was very like dense jungle. Now it's strange, home for strange magic, and they live without lightning barriers. How they do that, you won't know unless you're from the Dagger Isles. They are usually copper skinned and dark haired. And next one is Skovlen. Skovlen is land of cold mountains and rough tundra. So they live high in the mountains. Um, they're the last people to uh, kneel under the imperial control. Imperial, uh, technically the Akaros are the Imperials, so they're the conqueror of like uh colonizers, if
This
you
world.
would say,
Yeah.
yeah, of this world. So Skovlan is the last one to bend the knee, and they are usually pale skinned, fair haired, or red haired. Now the weird people are the Taikeros or Taikerosi. They live far off land, disconnected from the empire. They have demon blood in their lineage. So what it represents is sometimes they have shark teeth or black eyes, a tail maybe, or a pointed ear. Some kind of representation that they have demon blood, something like that. So if you want
Oh,
those, so does something come out or jump out to you? Which one would you like?
like a tail.
Really bring home the Catwoman
Yeah,
motif.
Which one, Pepper?
like a rose.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Jiggy? What
Uh,
do you have in
I
mind?
think I'll play as Skovland again.
Okay, all
Parang
right,
Dagger Isles yung type ko.
all right.
Mhm.
So,
Mm.
if you've chosen those, you can just type them in,
Hmm.
or I don't know if you can click on them. Let me double check. No, you have to type it in. Sorry. So type in which one you like.
Hmm.
So once you're done, choose a background. So backgrounds are there as well. So you can be an academic, which is like studied. So they're either teacher or
Mhm.
things like that. Labor is like the laborers, um, like your carpenter, no, yeah, something like a carpenter or something like a uh,
Factory worker or
factory worker. There you go. Um,
miner. Yeah.
yeah, things like that, like hard labor. Law is you have background in law, either you're a lawyer or an officer of the law.
Politician. Yeah.
Politician is one as well.
Mhm.
Trade is if you have a special skill, like uh, tailor or a jeweler. If you have some kind of a trade that you need training. The difference with trade and labor is labor like anybody can do it. Trade you need like a training for it. And then
Hmm.
another background is the military, speaks for itself. Noble speaks for itself. Underworld
Mhm.
is like your uh uh you've been born in that. Like uh you're an urchin, maybe.
Only one per background.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay. I was thinking, I don't know, parang backstory of being from the underworld and then went to military, something like that.
Mhm.
If If only that
Well,
were possible.
you can play it as that if you want.
Mm.
Noble na lang ako.
All right.
Para Crazy
Yes,
Rich
yeah.
Asian.
I don't think there's a like this. There's not a mechanic.
Yeah, it's how you would role play it. So
Okay.
Uh,
it doesn't really give you additional like abilities or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Mm.
It's
Roleplay
just four
talaga.
flavors, like how your
mm,
character would react to situations.
Yeah,
mm,
so,
So
yeah.
a trader would react differently to a law or an
mhm,
officer of the law, things like that. So it's more of how your character will react to situations. So once you've chosen those, um, assign 4 dots. So if you can see your character sheets, there's already like dots, red dots assigned to them. So those are your starting stats.
mhm,
Mhm.
So everyone will have 3 total. So you can assign 4 more. So additional, so total number of dots should be 7. You cannot put all
Aris, sorry
4 in
question
one.
lang.
Mhm.
Ano yung dalawa na nasa side ko? Na nasa may pagitan ng bar?
What do you mean?
Kasi yung, di ba
There's a
may,
line, diba? There's a
Mm.
line.
yung nasa left,
Yeah.
ano yung
So
dots na yun?
okay, so that stat that represents the top part of your what do you call this? So if you see insight, prowess, and resolve, so
Mhm.
those are the main abilities. Um, so the dots on the left of the line. So for example, you have a dot in hunt and then a dot in study. That means you have insight of 4, or sorry, insight of 2. So that you will count
Mm.
the number of dots on the left for the for the main stat up top.
Okay,
It
gets.
magmamatter lang siya when we do resistance rolls. So resistance is a way for you to instead of you getting harm, like for example, getting stabbed. So you say you want to resist getting stabbed, you roll prowess. So like prowess is your way of dealing with physical stuff. Resolve is like your mental or like ghostly things.
Mhm.
Insight is like how you would study things, those things, those kinds of things. Let me.
so yeah, we can assign 4 more, but we can't.
You can't go. You can't put in all four in one attribute. So
Mhm.
the
Okay.
the f- the three the insight, prowess, and resolves are your attributes, and
Mhm.
then the four under them, each of them is the actions. So you can assign 4 more dots in any of the actions. If you want to know what the action does, you can hover your mouse over them. So over hunt, it will say hunt a target, gather information about this location and movements. That's what it do
Mm.
in the fiction or on in the game.
Okay.
So the 4 dots we cannot add to, let's say I want to add more to finesse.
Mhm.
Can we add more
Yes,
to
you
it
can
within the
add
4 dots?
you
Okay.
can add up to 3 dots on one of the action,
Okay.
but not 4. Kasi you have to unlock the fourth dot when you level up. But
Okay.
everything else, you can put the 4 dots anywhere, but not on the fourth slot. If you
7
if
dapat, di ba?
Yes, so 7 total. So you cannot move the current dots that's already there. That's uh, like basic stats for your um, character.
Okay.
If you want to um, So let's see. Who has, for example, kay Kenneth.
Mhm.
Saan ba yun?
Ano yung consort? Anong...
Consort is,
Mm.
for example, if you want to, uh, for example, nahuli ka ng MMDA.
Mhm.
You're nakikiusap ka, kunyari na pwede bang
Okay.
parang ganun.
Mhm.
Ang pagkakaiba ni consort sa command,
Actually,
consort is parang you're appealing to them. So you want to what do you call this? Let me
I feel like MMDA is more sway.
yeah.
Parang if you hover over, so sway is sway someone with charm, logic, deception, disguise, change attitudes or behavior, consort with connections from your heritage, background, friends, or rivals to gain access to resources, information, people, or places. So ito yung mga suki mo, yung mga
Yeah.
connections mo
Yeah.
sa,
Yeah.
yung
Let me check.
parang sisingit ka sa pila sa
City Hall.
uh, dahil
Parang,
kakilala mo
okay.
yung ano.
I'm trying to
Parang
look.
network siya, ganun.
Yeah, you use your network
Mhm.
for consort.
Connection. Yung sway, yun yung sinasabi ni Aris na parang
You use your
You're trying to
charm.
change
Ah.
their mind. Yeah.
Okay. Na isa na lang natitira ko eh.
O din
Hirap
eh.
pumili.
I'm very conscious that
Mm.
my points and prowess.
Yeah. Sway na lang.
Nahanap ko yung two.
Okay, I'm done.
All right. So once you've selected your 4 dots or assigned your 4 dots,
Mhm.
choose a special ability. So in the middle part of your, sorry, not in the middle. Yeah. After you see harm, you scroll down. You'll see special abilities there.
Mhm.
So each playbook will have different special abilities. Usually the first one is the recommended one.
Mhm.
If you don't know uh, uh, what you want to choose yet, but usually the first one is recommended on the list. If you have a question for me, let me know. If you want to
Ilan ang pipiliin ba?
Yeah.
Isa lang.
Isa lang?
One lang, one. For now, one muna.
Exciting kasi.
Yung una na lang.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
May napili ka na, Kenneth?
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So that is
Pwede ba yun duling
sharpshooter.
siya pero sharpshooter siya?
Hmm?
Pwede ba yun duling yung character pero sharpshooter?
Pwede naman.
Why not?
That's his
Pwede naman.
advantage.
Kasi di ba pag, if you tumitingin ka sa scope, kailangan mong takpan mo yung
Combined.
isa, di ba? Pag duling ka, edi,
Narrowed
ay, depende
down
kung
yung
gaano ka,
vision.
paano kung banlag ka pala, gano'n na, di ba?
Hindi, pag gano'n, widescreen yun. Wide angle.
Tapos naka-Dolby ka, no? Ayos. Alright, so after choosing a special ability, choose a close friend and a rival. So that on your character sheet would be on the right. So you will see the shrewd, just on the right of special abilities, on the far right, above where it says roll fortune, you'll see your friends there. So there's a triangle next to those names. So an up arrow means that they're a friend of yours. A down arrow is
Ano
means
to yung
they're a
Deadly
rival
Friends?
of yours.
Yung Deadly Friends?
Yes,
Yun ba
those
yun?
guys. They are titled differently for each playbook. So,
Hmm.
but they're usually rivals
Ano
or
yung,
friends.
yung triangle na nasa right? Yung black triangle.
Let me
I think
check.
it allows you to put notes
Okay.
Yeah.
about that brand. Yeah.
You can add notes to them.
Ilan ang pipiliin kong friend? Isa lang?
So, isang pointing up and isang pointing down.
Okay.
So friend, rival.
So, sinong friend mo, Jiggy?
It's Sawtooth, a physicker. So
Okay.
parang medic.
Physicker is a medic, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So parang after my fights, siya yung nilalapitan ko. Tapos yung rival ko yung pugilist. So parang John Cena and Randy Orton kami yung...
Pwede ko rin bang piliin yun? Yun din kasi yung naisip ko eh.
Well,
Or mas magandang wag?
mas maganda kung magkaiba kasi
Okay.
para mas wide yung net nyo.
Sige.
Mas marami yung covered nyo na tao.
Sad naman, one friend only.
So these are the people
BFF
that will
yun.
help you guys with your scores. So, and also they're the rivals will be the one that will hinder you from
Ano yung
getting what
Sentinel, Aries?
Hmm?
Anong ginagawa niya? Yung Sentinel?
Sentinel. Let me double check. Hound.
Parang whisper. Parang looking at the PDF, dalawa lang ang mention ng Sentinel. The other one is as a whisper.
Okay. So they're like a lookout. Like a bodyguard or a guardian of some sort. Those
Okay.
things.
Siya na lang yung kalaban. Kaaway ko.
How about you, Pepper? Do you have?
I'm friends with the locksmith, and because of my super background, I'm my enemy ko is a beggar.
Ooh, okay. All right. Next up, is choose your vice. So vice are um, how you relieve stress. So check up one of
Like
those.
literally vice.
There's a vice purveyor here. Let me see. There we go. So if you want
Ayun.
to, there's in the handouts, in the same, there's a few vice purveyors there. I'll show it on the screen as well.
Luxury na lang yun sa akin.
So there's a few choices: faith, gambling, luxury,
Luxury na lang.
pleasure, stupor, weird, obligation.
So when we choose, it's just below or above alchemicals, correct?
You're a
I
lurk.
know.
Um, do you see the on your character sheet the vice purveyors under heritage?
Mm.
So you'll see faith, gambling, luxury, obligation, pleasure, stupor, and weird. So somewhere above the special abilities, or above stress, pala, sorry. It's near to where you have your
Ah,
heritage.
this one. Okay. Ang daming choices. It's
Yeah.
overwhelmed.
So
Luxury yung
faith.
pinili ko Aris eh. Kasi
Yeah,
Crazy Rich Asian nga
think of
ako.
your character and like what type of
Yeah. So
what did they want to indulge in
yeah. So
as a thief.
kung underground si yung character ni Pepper, how does your character relieve stress?
Spend their
Spend
money. Yeah.
gambling or buy beautiful things or
Expensive
dresses or
stuff.
things like that. So that would be um
Drugs.
yeah. So faith is like church. You go to church, you go to penance, um or ano yun, yung mangungumpisal ka, so that's a way of you to relieve stress. Or you gamble, or luxury is like um
You
fine
buy stuff.
fabrics, or if you
Yeah.
want to,
Lazada 11/11 sale.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Add to cart.
add to cart,
Yeah.
yeah, those things. Or if you want to
Pambili ng
like
guitar.
watch plays, things like that, or opera, those one for the luxuries. Obligation is like your family member, or coworkers, those things. So
Hmm?
you just spend your time with your family, things like that. Pleasure is, of course, pleasure. It can be done any which way. Stupor is like you're drugged out. So that's what stupor is. Weird is the weird things. It's up to you to flavor it. So once you've chosen um, that, we're almost done with your character. Last one is record your name, and then put an alias as well, and how you look. So on the handouts, you have choices there for names if you want. Aliases are there as well, um, and looks are there as well. So if you want to check it out, it's on the handouts. Under handouts, it's character creation. I'll show it to you as well. So you can click out of it if you want.
Was it the names we just choose from here?
If you want to, you can if you want. But for flavor, well,
Okay,
you can
got
you
it.
can you can choose one of those, or you can go online name generator.
Or use your usual in-game name.
Raven Angel. Of
Yeah.
course, it's gonna be Raven Angel. Of course. All right. So you have your names,
Mm-hmm.
right? What's your character's name, Jiggy?
Um, his name is Bjorn Thorvaldsen, but you can call him Southpaw.
Ooh. Is any relation to the movie Southpaw? Is it
No,
inspired by?
no, no.
Sino nga pala yan?
Let's just
Gyllenhaal? Jake Gyllenhaal yata?
yeah,
Ano ba?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. How about you, Pepper? I know your alias, of course.
Yeah, I'm choosing a name para ano, kunyari,
In theme.
kunyari normal na person, no? But I haven't finished my vice.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
I
with vices as well, by the way. So if you've chosen your vice, you need to choose your vice purveyor as well. So you
yeah.
can look
Correct.
at uh where- there item and vice purveyors. You can take a look at the names there. So what this does is they add additional contacts for you guys. So you can use them as your contacts as well. So other than your friend or ally, you have another person.
Ano yun? Sorry, hindi ko na narinig
Um,
masyado.
so when you choose your vice,
Mhm.
choose a vice purveyor as well. So what did you choose, by the way?
Supplier.
Um, who
Luxury
did you
kasi yung
choose?
pinili ko sa Vice eh.
Hmm?
Sa Vice ba?
Luxury.
Yung pinili
Yeah.
ko eh.
Sino pinili? What vice did you choose?
So if luxury, under the
So it's
vice players, yeah. So what type of
Hmm.
luxury do you want to indulge in
Wait lang
to
ah.
relax your?
Yeah.
So there's a singer.
Singer.
Ah, wait lang. Ay, ano ba yun? Ako na maglalagay or pipili rin ako dito?
Yeah, pili ka din dun sa list.
Sa Purveyor? Wala eh.
Purveyor. Yeah.
Wala.
Let me show you.
Yung Vice lang yung... Di ba ito lang yun? Yung faith, gambling.
Mhm.
Ito yun, di ba?
Hindi siya lalabas sa character sheet. You'll have to
Ah,
look
okay.
in the handouts. So choose a purveyor as well.
Yeah, so
Saan
may
ko makikita
singer,
yun,
there's
Aries?
chefs.
Hindi ko siya mahanap.
Also.
So on the journal, so
Mhm.
you'll see handouts. Click the drop down for it. It should show
Okay.
you a few other. It's the
Ah, okay.
third
Ito.
one. There.
Okay. Ayun. Tapos
Okay.
kakopy ko na lang to.
Mm-mm. Just put the name. Do you have a name for your character, Kenneth?
Ano ko yun, may halong Chinese ako eh. So, ang name
Okay.
ko is Money. Money kasi mayaman niya ako, di ba?
What's your same alias as well?
Same lang din.
Okay.
Mahilig ako mag-vape. Joke. So, di ba? Joke lang yan. So, Traven yung pinili ko. Traven ba? Traven? Anyway, yun yung pinili ko.
Okay. Pepper.
I've had a name na. I just chose randomly here dun sa
List.
character creation sheet.
Mhm.
Zamira Claremont. I don't know why it sounds nice.
Nice. Okay.
But
All
the
right.
alias Raven Angel.
Mhm. Okay. AKA Raven Angel. All one word. Big
Uh-huh.
letter A. Right?
Yes.
Sorry,
Okay.
what's the nickname for Kenneth's character?
It's the same.
Money.
Money.
Man.
Manny.
Man.
Okay.
All right. So that is the first part of our character creation. Let's do like a 5 minute break if you want to go like restroom, things like that. Let's do a quick break.
Sure.
Go lang.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
See you guys in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Welcome back, guys. All right. So second
Hello.
half of our character creation. Since you are all scoundrels, you need to
Mhm.
be a crew. So what is a crew? So basically your gang. There are 6 types of crews available. So you can be a gang of or a crew of assassins. So self-explanatory. Killers for hire. They execute accidents, disappearances, murders, and ransoms. Next one is bravos. They're the mercenaries and thugs. So they execute battles, extortion, sabotage, smash and grabs. Next one is a cult. So you're acolytes of a forgotten god. So they execute artifact acquisitions, auguries, consecrations, sacrifices. So something like Indiana Jones, the requisition artifacts and things like that. Um, Hawkers are vice dealers. So these are your like narcos type shit. So product procurement, covered sales, social events. The next one is shadows. Shadows are thieves and spies. They execute burglaries, espionage, robberies, sabotage. So spy stuff. Smugglers are contraband transporters. So clandestine deliveries, territory control, expeditions outside the city. Does any of those choices um, pique your interest or have any
Si
preferences?
si Jiggy baka may suggestion kasi nalaro na pala niya.
Let's do
Aries.
this. Let's do this. Like pick 2 that sounds good to you.
Mhm.
What would be like your first choice if you were
Aries.
going to be? Yeah.
Sorry. Just a note lang. Parang walang shadow sa crew list. Parang
Mm,
vigilantes nag-replace.
let me see. Oh, ano. Well, that can be arranged. Okay. I've updated it to so vigilantes will be shadows.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll rename the sheet.
So yeah, we're gonna choose 2 that we like.
Yeah. Pick a pick 2 that you like, and
Mm-hmm.
from there we can narrow down our choices or your
Mm-hmm.
choices. So, does anything stand out, Pepper? Mute. You're muted.
Ah, yes, yes. These are all bad stuff.
Yes, you are scoundrels, by the way. So
Yeah.
We're rogues and
you're basically criminals. So what kind of criminals do you want to be?
what style of adventures do you wanna?
Yeah. So this will also tell us what kind of stories do you want to tell? Is it like a Breaking Bad, Narcos type thing? If you want to be the Hawkers, is it the Ocean's 11 type thing? If you want to be the Shadows,
I'm actually torn with or between assassins and shadows.
Mhm. Okay. How about you, Kenneth?
Ano yung Bravos ulit?
They're muscle.
Okay, okay.
So
So
if
it's not me.
think um na yun? Hari ng Tondo type thing.
Yeah, Ashel. Parang gusto ko yung yung assassin or hindi ko sure kung maganda yung shadows or hawkers. Pero yung assassin kasi yung number 1 choice.
First choice. Okay. Alright, Jiggy.
Kaso nga lang,
sige, go.
ako dun
Go.
Kasi sabi mo, di ba yung yung sa killing kasi hindi siya advisable. So kung assassin ba yung crew namin, syempre dinidiscourage mo yung pagpatay, di ba?
There's a few ways to get around it. That's why they mentioned it on the book. So you execute accidents.
Okay.
Huwag ka lang
O yun na lang
mahuli.
assassins. Yeah.
So
Yung
it's
assassins
how
sa
you
akin.
yeah.
Pahirapan.
Ang hirap
There's
pumili.
also one thing with assassins. You can so technically you kill, right?
Yeah.
But the main goal of it is to eliminate the target. So eliminate can be done a few things. Like it could be accidents, it could be disappearances, something like that. So it's up to you.
Sige.
Again, killing is highly discouraged kasi nga it gets a lot of attention. But it's up to you how you're creative people.
Anong pinili
That's why-
mo, Jiggy?
I was looking at hawkers or bravos. But I'm fine with any naman.
Aries Hawkers yung parang, di ba? Mala Pablo Escobar. Yun na lang sa akin.
So, what I heard was hawkers, bravos,
Or assassins.
I heard shadows as well. Right? So cult and smugglers are out. So in the 4, how which one do you guys want? Do you want to make a case if you want to it?
Pitch. Yeah.
I'm fine actually with anything.
Okay.
Yeah, kahit ano. Pero yun yan. Mas
Only
maganda
roll
ko si
the
Jiggy
dice.
kasi may experience si
1d4,
Jiggy.
1d4.
1d4.
Pwede.
Sino gusto mag-roll? 1d4.
I'm not very good with dice, guys. Kahit ano pa yan. Kahit digital.
Ako na lang para may experience ko. Paano ba?
Sige,
Okay,
sige.
go.
So /R tapos
/R.
space D4.
Pwedeng
Saan
R
yun?
lang pala, no? Doon sa
Pwede
chat.
rin. Mm.
Ang haba ng roll eh. 4 letters.
R tapos.
Space D4.
Okay.
/R,
Or
sorry,
kailangan may slash. Okay. Yan. 4.
4. So what is 4? Let me go back.
Shadows.
So 1, 2, shadows. Is anyone okay with that?
We're fine.
Thieves, spies, and saboteurs. Sige.
Yeah. Thieves, spies, and things that go bump in the dark. All right. So let's
Quick
open.
question.
Mhm.
If, let's say, I accidentally closed my character sheet, will I be able to reopen it?
Just double click on
Nakasave
it
ba siya?
again. Yeah.
Okay.
It auto
It
saves.
will be saved. Okay.
So let's go to shadows. All right. So that's step one. Crew. Choose a crew. Step two.
So-type na
Choose an
namin yung
initial.
shadows.
Yeah, open yun na yung shadows. Choose an initial reputation and lair. So initial reputation. What do you call this?
Ito yung word, no?
Yeah. So let me get my
It's
handy dandy.
reputation is a single word that encompasses the parang
True.
what kind of shadow crew are we?
Okay.
Saan makikita yun?
Ano,
Uh,
sa character sheet,
Mhm.
under Blades in the Dark crew sheet, name, reputation.
Wala sa akin.
If you open the
Under ng name?
Biscatabe, sa right side. Sa crew sheet, if you open the Shadows crew sheet,
let me double check.
have you seen it? No?
Hindi pa eh. Ito.
So,
Okay na. Okay na. Shadow.
so yeah, name, reputation, lair.
Okay. Kita ko na.
So reputation is like a single word that parang
Represent your crew. So if for example, yan yung crew na professional, that's a reputation, or they're
kalat.
ruthless, or sabaw, yan, reputation. Reputasyon ng
Katiwa-tiwala.
So we can name
trustworthy
it
is
apart from this list. We can name it apart from this list.
yeah.
Okay.
So
So what do we want our reputation to be as shadows?
Kayo, may suggestion kayo.
So the suggestions are ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, strange. Those are, but if you can think of others, you can also use that. But yeah, which one would you like to choose? Or D6 again?
Sige,
Lords of
dice na lang.
Chaos. Lord
Yeah,
of Chaos.
D6.
So we'll just try and follow whatever we roll.
Dice na lang.
So it's a
Yeah.
D8. It's a D8 this time. So who wants to roll?
Ako na lang, tinape ko na eh.
Go.
6.
All right. So what is 6? 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Savvy. Ooh,
Bird.
savvy. All right. Savvy.
Paano yun?
Something comes to mind is Ocean's 11. They're very savvy, right?
They're very aware of the ins and outs
And
of their profession.
yeah.
Very practical.
So according to Google, shrewdness and practical knowledge, the ability to make good judgment.
Street
Meron tayong
smart.
common sense.
Yeah. All right. So you can type that in. Whoever wants to type it in on the crew sheet. You can type it
So
in.
everyone sees whatever changes happens to the
Yeah.
to the crew sheet.
Yes.
Okay.
So type
Pwede ko
it
rin ba
in.
makita yung sheet ng character nila?
Yes, you can.
Mm.
We can lock them if you want,
Ito,
but
sabay.
otherwise.
Nakita ko yung kay Jiggy. Yung yung cutter.
Mhm.
Mm.
All right. So after you've selected the uh, reputation, you need to choose a layer. So a layer is you need to look at the map.
Mm. Tama.
So you can go to where it says Duskball landmarks. Sorry, not landmarks. Map.
So yeah, Dust Bowl is like Venice and New York and many islands. And
Yeah, I'll show you the map of the city. So that's Duskball. So what was recommended here is choose crow's foot, if I'm not mistaken. But it's up to you guys. So with the let me double check. This is scroll map. Here we go. All right.
so yeah.
So there's a few. Um, so there's Barrow Cleft. There are. Uh, where is that in the map?
The lower side.
Lower side. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's Barrow Cleft is residence markets for farmers who work the fields and eateries. Eateries are basically eels. Those are the common food available in the city. Next one is Brightstone. This is one of the wealthier neighborhoods. Uh, Grand mansions, luxury shops, and wealthy elite. Uh, and then we have Char Hollow, crowded district of the tenements and stack houses. So, uh, like most of the people live here in tenement houses. Uh, Next one is Coleridge. They are the remnants of the mining settlement, so home of laborers and industrial factories. Next is Crow's Foot. These are cramped neighborhoods in multi-level streets ruled by gangs. So there's very low um, law enforcement here. So that's one. The docks is like taverns, tattoo parlors, fighting pits, warehouses, those things. And then Dunslow is labor camp. So this is where the inmates are, convicts, and the destitute poor. Next is night market. This is the trade center for exported exotic goods imported by rail. Many vendors also trade illicit goods here. Silk Shore is the Red Lamp district and the artist community. Uh, Six Towers is like the formerly rich district but now it's worn down and dilapidated. And lastly, White Crown. Um, this is like where most of the political people are. So governors here, the wardens here, the Duskville Academy is here. Uh, so that what is recommended is Crow's Foot. Um, since there's already gangs here and uh, the police visibility is low. Do you have any preferences?
Nung una,
Or
iisip ko yung night market, pero sige, hindi naman sa approach fee. Kasi
Mhm,
yung sinabi mo na low police visibility.
mhm. All right. I think we're back. Okay. Okay. Uh, where were we? We were just
We just picked the reputation. Now we're picking Lair.
yeah. So we have cities or the districts that you want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Last I heard was night market, right?
We were
Yeah, pero
talking about that.
nakapili na kami yung crow's foot.
Ah, okay. Saan na kayo?
Crow's foot.
Crow's foot.
Crowsfoot. Okay, okay, perfect. All right. So after there, establish your um hunting ground. So where do you get your saan kayo nakakakuha ng info para sa mga score ninyo? So which city or sorry, which district do you get your um info for your targets? So same, just pili a district. So one of the if you want the richest place, that would be Night Market, Whitehall, and I think Char Hall or Charter Hall, sorry. But other than if you want to have a lot of criminal activities, so that would be Crowsfoot, the Docks, and
Question lang. Meron ba ditong parang issue yung distance sa map? Or wala naman?
Wala naman. So most of this is you can like go around it like
Mhm.
uh, within a day, and there is a train. Um,
All over the city?
yes, there is a
Okay.
train. If I'm not mistaken, so there's a rail station.
Mhm.
And pala, meron pala sa handouts. Sorry naman. So there are a few. Um, so if you're see the map, uh, this is the Duskball landmarks handouts. Um, there is like the map or like a black and white map on the corner. So the darker the shade means the poorer or the lesser wealth they have.
All right, hello. We're picking the hunting grounds, right?
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah. Um. So, hunting grounds is the area that you usually target for your scores.
Hmm.
Yeah. Parang since if we look at okay, we're shadows. We're gonna be thieves, spies, and saboteurs. Parang what's a district that's parang interesting, lucrative,
Hmm.
parang nice. Parang I'm thinking of something like ano like Silk Shore or Night Market, yung mga goods na
Mm.
pumapasok. Pwedeng the
I'm
docks,
thinking the
depende.
same.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm
Which
yeah.
one?
actually
Night
thinking
market.
night
Night market.
market as
Okay.
well.
Mm,
Mhm.
Perfect.
Night market din ako eh.
mm.
Okay. So in night market,
Sino
there's a
yung mga
few
interesting persons of
yeah
interest.
persons of interest there. Uh, let's see.
Trade center for exotic goods. Vendors trade in illicit goods.
2 seconds. So night market. Sorry about this, guys.
It's okay.
Ew.
Hindi pala gumagana sa mobile yung link.
Hmm? Okay,
Oh.
here we go. Okay, I found the information I need. Great. So I'll bring you over to a different page. Oh, so there are 48 or 46 factions in Duskball.
Ooh.
They should be showing up now on your screen.
Okay. I'm done with it.
So in Duskball, these are the notable players. But in Night Market, there are three.
Uh-huh.
The Dimmer Sisters, which is
Okay.
they have like occult things, and also Deathland Scavengers are here. So Deathland Scavengers are like they go beyond the lighting barrier to get to like maybe scavenge some things. That's why they are called Deathland Scavengers.
Mhm.
So you need to pick for your um,
You said three. Who's the third one?
third one is I don't think it's let me double check. Path of Echoes is oh yeah, third one is the Path of Echoes. There's another cult in Night Market. Uh, so there's two cults, Dimmer Sisters and Path of Echoes, and then the Deathland Scavengers. So on your character sheet, you need to pick um, either you get a neutral standing on them, so uh, they don't mind you be operating on their turf, or you pay them to do that, like just leave you alone, or you can pay them uh, two coin to get a more what do you call this, like a more amicable relationship, or give them nothing, then you get a -1 status on them. So what does that mean? So if you are on neutral, they just know you're there. They won't do anything to you. You won't do anything to them. If you have a good standing on them, then you have their favor. So you can ask for things, or they may ask you things to if they know that you're shadow crew. Maybe they can give you scores as well, or you give them nothing, which means they don't like you being there, basically.
Mhm.
So that would be three of the. So do you want to pay them? So again, the Dimmer Sisters are uh, usually housebound and do occult uh, practices, and they have hidden agents all over the city. The Path of Echoes is a mystery cult that borders on open rebellion against spirit laws. So they like doing spirit shit or spirit rituals. But that's usually illegal because, again, you don't want ghosts or, yeah, you don't want ghosts in the city. They're openly against that. And then the Deathland Scavengers, which scavenge outside. this.
Can we be neutral now, and then let's say we need them later on, we can just pay them.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. Now, you have when you start, you have 2 coins. So it's not technically like one gold coin. A coin is like a representation of a like a briefcase. If it's like
Large
modern
amount
day,
of money,
yeah, large
Mm.
sum of money. So a coin
significant
is like a
amount.
briefcase of if you watch like ransom movies, so it's worth that. So you have two of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we mark it in the what do you call this character sheet for shadows?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can set them shadows, right?
Yeah. We don't have a name yet. Later na lang.
Mhm. So I'll put them on your notes. So that would be Dimmer Sisters. Path of Echoes. Mm. And all right. So you have 2 coins now. Um, if you want to be on neutral status, you have to pay them 1 coin. So somebody else will be not happy with you by default.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So if we want na okay kami
Neutral,
dun
so
sa ano, I mean more than neutral.
Mhm.
Um,
You can pay them 2 coin.
and then the other two would be
Would
not
be
happy with
-1.
us. Okay.
Yes.
Can we choose the lesser evil?
Or you can choose not to pay them and keep the 2 coins for yourselves.
Yeah. Everyone's, not happy with us existing.
Yeah.
yeah, we're encroaching on their territory.
Yeah.
Um,
Exactly. We're new
And
the
ones,
way I
eh?
since
see it, yeah,
and so
we're yeah, the new kids on the block.
Hmm.
the
Parang
dimmer
I'm thinking
s-
about it this way: we're going to be thieves
mhm.
and what do you call this? What's the word? Thieves, spies, and saboteurs. Um, it seems like let's think about the synergy within this district. So there's gonna be a lot of trade, a lot of parang people coming in and out, diba? Parang the ones we have least compatibility with would be, I would think, the Deathland Scavengers,
Mhm.
which were convicts, desperate freelancers that go outside the city to scavenge resources. I don't think there's any benefit to them liking us. At
We
best,
don't need them
parang,
for now. Yeah.
yeah, parang I think with what we want to do and with the power within this city, parang the path of echoes, I would like to be in their good side.
Okay.
Para at least if not we can para use them as allies. At least we can have them as connections, and they won't use their voodoo magic on us if ever we,
Mm.
we become enemies.
Good point.
And I think the Dimmer sisters are like a less, like it seems like the Path of Echoes is like a bigger operation than the Dimmer sisters. But that's just me.
Okay, yes. So
Parang
you can you
so
can just to chime in with that, with Jiggy, what Jiggy said, the Dimmer Sisters and the Scavengers are both tier 2. The Path of Echoes are tier 3.
And we're only tier 1, right?
And
Or
you're
tier
tier
0.
0.
Okay.
You guys are tier 0.
not one.
Tier none.
Not even
Not
1.
we're non-entities yet.
Yeah, you're the new kids on the block, as
Yeah,
they say.
we just put in the SEC applications
Mhm.
for incorporation.
for for the approval of
Uh,
DTA pa nga lang eh.
nasa
I-register
meeting
pa
pa
lang yung
tayo
name.
sa McDo. Um, so yeah, parang if ever my proposal would be pay both coins to the Path of Echoes or one to Dimmer Sisters and Path of Echoes. That's just me.
Pwede. Pwede naman tag 1 sila, di ba?
yes, you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
So
Wag
you
muna
pay
si
them.
Deathland. We don't need them yet.
Mhm.
Uh,
So parang ang
okay.
pay 1 is like tabi-tabi po, parang ganun.
Padaan lang po.
Ang pay 2 is nagmano kayo, parang ganun.
Be
Padulas.
friends.
Ninong.
So what do you think? What do you think, guys?
Okay ako dun
Pay
sa
2 dimmer and
Dimmer and
Path of
Path of
Echoes.
Echoes.
okay,
Yeah,
pay
tag
1 of
1.
those.
Tag
Okay,
piso.
okay.
Piso.
All right.
So therefore, wala na kaming coin.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why we need jobs.
That's why you need jobs.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll choose the. So if you can see, I'm updating the map or the
Mhm.
larger part of it. So
Yeah.
on the scavenger side, you're -1. Oh, actually, you're not +1 to them. You're +0. Sorry. My bad. Let me update that. No need for changes for now. So they will just be neutral to you guys.
Mhm.
Parang ang lagay ganun lang. So there you go. So on the character sheet, there +0. +1. Oh, -1. All right. So you don't have any coin anymore. And then you need to choose a special ability for your crew. This is on top of uh, the special ability of your playbook.
How many special
Just
abilities
one.
for the crew? Just one?
Just one. And this applies to everyone in the crew.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same lang din
I'm
kung ina sa
thinking,
top. Yun yung parang best.
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, but it looks like I like everyone steals.
Mm.
Yeah, we need to. We don't have coins.
Okay.
We lie, we cheat, we steal.
Pero everyone
And we're
special
shadows.
abilities, everyone steals. It's
So
basically a free attribute point.
yes. So
Yeah.
you can add another dot to either prowl, finesse, or tinker, but it cannot exceed 3. So go back to your character sheets, your own character sheets. So choose either prowl, finesse, or tinker. Put one dot on one of them.
Okay. Ano yun? Parang free?
Yes,
Mm.
because you are a shadow crew.
Okay.
All right. So after you've chosen a special ability, you need to assign an upgrade. Um, choose two. So there's two free upgrades.
Okay.
So you can see under on the crew sheet under the word shadows on the top. There's crew updates. Yeah, upgrades. Sorry. So you can
Okay.
select two of them. You can also select on uh the grade area is like special to you guys or special to the shadow crew. But common to everyone is the white ones below. So like lair,
Mm,
quality, training, cohorts, those things. Those are you can choose those as well. So if there's two boxes or more than one box, uh, so for example, under crew upgrades, there's the first one steady. There's line that connects the three boxes. That means you need to uh, put a tick on all of them first before you get the ability. Unlike
okay.
unlike the one dun sa layer, so you have, for example, carriage. There's two boxes pero walang line sa gitna. That means you can have. If you put a tick on carriage, that means you have one carriage already. If you pick two, you have two carriages. Parang ganun.
Mm, okay.
Or one really
So you
good
have two
carriage.
free, yeah, two free upgrades if you want.
Okay.
So parang these crew things, parang these are things that we have access to as a crew.
Yes,
So steady is like one stress box. Stress is our health.
yes, like your HP. So there's no HP here in Blades in the Dark. So you have
Mm-hmm.
stress
Yeah, you
boxes.
incur stress. If
You
you
incur
incur a lot
stress.
of stress, you'll
Mhm.
die.
Yes,
Uh,
Traumatized.
or you get
Yeah.
traumatized. Yeah.
yeah.
Namatay sa
And then
stress.
thief rigging, we have more gear to bring on missions. Uh, underground map and pass keys, rooks and skulks. These are, but the maps and pass keys are more for flavor, I guess. Parang what we have access to, parang skeleton keys, I guess, to bring if ever we want to infiltrate something. Rooks and skulks are hired mercenaries.
Yes. So
Parang we're
they're
the
like your
main people in
minions.
the crew.
They're like, yeah, they're like
Minions
your
that do.
minions. So what do you like guys want? I'll bring you
I think
back
we
Is it
need
me or
to
not doble? You know,
parang na
in
doble.
Alin.
the crew upgrades, parang there's steady again and thief rigging.
I'll just move
I
you
think
back.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, parang doble yung crew upgrades, contacts, and special abilities.
Mm, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on.
Pero yeah, parang what we have two free upgrades as a crew. Yung in general naman, below that, yung in the white space, it would be carriage if you want mobility, boat. This is within the layer. Right now, our layer is hidden, so it's they would have to find it. It's not very obvious. Um, quarters means we have a place to stay. I think we can stay inside the lair. Uh, secure is like security if ever our lair gets attacked.
Mhm.
Vault is we can
You can.
keep more coins
Yep.
because right now we can only keep four. But if we get a high paying job and we exceed the number of coins, we have to spend
Spend it.
it.
Yeah. Although you
Okay.
each of you can store two coins. So on top of like
Personally, yeah.
yeah, so on your person or um on your own, like where you live, uh, and the lair, your lair is not the same as your house or your home. It's just where all of you guys congregate,
It's like
unless
our clubhouse
yeah,
HQ, yeah.
yeah, unless you put unless you upgrade it to
quarters.
quarters, then you can
Yeah.
sleep there too.
Oh, okay. So for the upgrade, do you think because I'm thinking thief rigging at saka underground maps and passkeys. So it's easier to move around.
Yeah, thief rigging would be useful.
Yeah.
Um, I'm
Although yung underground maps and passkeys, since I have stealth, I don't think we need it. And I have a friend that is a locksmith.
Important ba yung
That's a good
workshop?
point. Yeah.
Important ba ang
it
workshop?
allows like stuff, pero we're not very proficient with tinkering. Like, parang we don't have a leech yet.
Okay.
Pero parang I think it would be useful to have. It's just that parang right now with the three of us,
Ah,
it's not. You won't get a lot of use for it. Parang I'm thinking long term din eh. Parang for example, secure para may konting security if ever we get
pwede.
or
Yeah.
high quality, for example, thief rigging to free load of tools or gear, and then upgrade the quality of gear or tools,
Pwede.
para high quality, para you know. Pero yeah, what do you guys think?
Okay ako doon sa fit rigging.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're all agreed on thief rigging. What about the second point?
Dalawa ba?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm. Wait lang, sa skill ba ni Pepper, under niya yung underground maps? O hindi din?
Ano yun? Ano yan?
Sa skill ni Pepper,
Mm.
under niya ba yung underground maps and passkeys? O hindi?
No.
Wala. Wala siyang ganung
But
No,
skill.
but
parang
Pepper
she
has access to people.
a locksmith. Yeah,
Yeah, people that can
Okay.
provide those things.
but those people, they will need to be
So in
paid.
so what
So
it means is
Hmm.
like instead of you having like immediate access to those, you'll have to like take a gamble to roll how good
Mhm.
those things are.
yeah,
So
we have to consort, and then
yeah,
the
those
people
things.
themselves would have to, we have to pay them. So,
Mhm.
Hmm.
it's whether or not we want what type of
Secure na lang?
hassle.
Secure na lang ba?
I would say for the future, if
Ah.
ever we get attacked. Pero
Mm.
what up to you guys? It's already hidden eh. So
Nakamute ka, Pepper.
So, there's 2 points. It's um so isa sa crew upgrades and then one dito sa
n-
layer quality and
not
training or
necessarily.
Di naman.
Not
Kahit
necessarily.
saan
okay.
naman.
It's open.
Okay. Yeah, let's go for secure. Long term ito.
Oh, yun Aries or this is gonna be a long term game.
Oo.
Walang iwanan.
Layo na to. Tapusin to.
Commitment.
20 sessions. Go, let's go. Iyakan tayo sa
There we go, night market. Okay. So,
Wait lang, hindi
each
pa natin
person.
napili yung secure.
Okay.
Eh,
Okay. So after that,
talagang pinaggastusan natin itong layer natin.
tapos on
Hidden
the
na
first
secure
session,
pa.
patay lahat, di ba? Party kill. No. Joke.
Crib.
Sorry, not sorry. No, joke. All right. Mm, all right. So after you've selected your upgrades, choose a favorite contact. So
Mhm.
which one is your contact there on the far right? So similar to your rivals and friends things. So on the right, your crew also has a contact. So everyone knows who this is.
Mhm.
Okay.
What type of
Wait lang, sa
contact do
character
you
ba
want?
yun or sa crew?
Sa
The
crew.
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 Sa crew. Maganda ba
Parang
kung blue coat yung ano natin?
Yeah, with the
What's a blue coat?
blue coat
Parang
is the
so
police.
police.
it's a police officer.
Ah, okay.
Actually, that's what we always pick
Yeah.
May connection sa police.
because
Yeah.
it's always something to
There's one thing din pala with regards to the people here in Duskball. Politicians and the police can be bribed except for the investigators. The investigators cannot be bribed. No.
This is really Arkham. Batman won't appear anytime, right?
Yeah. Mm,
so parang
yeah.
so
Sure.
unless it's a version of Batman.
Unless the
The
first one that you come across. All right. But yeah, that's
uh,
basically it.
yeah, parang Laros
Um,
is a
so that would be
sorry.
LaRose. So you can pick LaRose there.
Parang it's the easiest. It's quite an obvious choice
Hmm.
because we're
Yeah.
criminals. Pero parang
So,
considering the others kasi it's more like what type of ally do we and resource do we want? Like for
yeah.
example, yung explorer more parang for example um outside or dun sa mga abandoned areas baka may hidden secrets, treasures. The deal broker it's more for if we want help in securing contracts. Collector is parang if we want artifact hunting, parang heists. A noble would be other odds and ends.
Mhm.
Parang high value friend na who can put in the tavern owner, rumors, uh, mga news that we
Yeah.
can find out. It's yeah.
So
But then yeah,
traders.
there's the cop.
Yeah. So
Who's
which
Go
one
for
do
the
you
cup.
go for the cop? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that,
Do we need to pay
since
the contacts pala? Or
no
automatic friends na tayo with them?
automatic friend.
Okay.
But there are situations
Depende.
that they can um,
They ask
be
for money.
out of your favor, things like
Like
Mm.
that.
I
Yeah.
don't know, like asking them to introduce you to the chief of police, because that's what we did.
Yeah.
That was a very complicated job we did that one time.
Tier 3. Okay. So blue coats are tier 3. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I'm updating your
Character
character sheet as
or
well, or crew
crew
sheet.
sheet.
Sorry. Tier 4. So since you're a friend of LaRose, you automatically get +1 with the blue coats.
Hooray!
However,
Someone likes us.
however, the enemy of the blue coats are the Imperial military. They're tier
Uh,
4, so you get -1 with them.
But I'm from the military.
okay.
Can we
So
not use that?
maybe that's why are you not in the military anymore? Right? So
Yeah. They kicked me out.
Dishonorable discharge.
there we go. All right. So that's basically it. We've created your character, we've created your crew. Um one thing I would like to ask you guys. So for the first mission, um if you can see just above where I typed in like the factions, there's above it I changed your hunting grounds to night market. You should see it. So under night market, you'll see burglary, espionage, robbery, and sabotage. So for your first score, what would you like to do out of the four?
Sorry again. Burglary, sabotage.
Burglary, espionage, robbery, and sabotage.
Saan makikita yun, Aries?
On the crew sheet, so on
On the
shadows.
upper right.
So under the crew upgrades, you'll see night market. So this is your hunting ground.
Ah, okay.
So you'll see under night market, you'll see burglary,
Okay.
espionage. Yep.
Okay. Nanliit pala niya kaya di ko nakita.
So I'll just shorten hunting ground to HG, and then it will say night market. So which one would you like to do for your first score?
Burglary.
For Shadows crew.
Burglary.
Oh,
As the name suggests. What do you want? What sounds here's the question. What sounds fun?
Do you want to do a heist or a spy thriller or
Mm-hmm.
I
or
Do you want to do a V for Vendetta type thing for sabotage?
I
Uh,
want money first for the crew.
yeah, so burglary.
Either
Either burglary or
burglary or
robbery.
robbery.
Mhm.
What's the
kasi
difference
may
nga ulit?
Burglary is you break stuff. Robbery is you
akit
take
bahay.
things
Again,
in stealth
ah,
or
Eh,
secret.
ang small time ng robbery, no?
Convenience store
Oo.
Buti
sa
nga walang
night market.
pickpocket dyan eh. Sige, ano
Oh.
lang. Kasi ang
Ah,
burglary, di ba, parang akit bahay.
Oh,
Yeah,
parang
yeah. Burglary
ganon.
is akit bahay is gonna be robbery. Oh, sorry.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
burglary
burglary
yeah,
yun.
yun
yeah.
eh. Kasi
Burglary is
you break
is
in
akit
eh.
bahay. Sorry. Yeah.
Di ba,
Yes.
no one will find out kung sino yung
Yeah.
nagnakaw unless mahuli.
if
Mhm.
if we do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if may
Exactly.
mahuli naman, may police naman tayo.
Yeah.
True. It,
Wow.
that does work.
Sige.
We're in the night market because ano din, diba, there are artifacts,
Yes.
Goods.
Hunting
goods
grounds doesn't
here.
necessarily mean dun kayo
Doon kami
nag,
okay.
you just gather your information there. So for example, may nakita kayo dun sa night market na nagbebenta ng ganito. Sinong nagbenta sa inyo niyan? Baka meron
Okay.
pang mas maraming score dyan, and you can get information that way. Parang ganun.
Okay.
So which one sounds fun? Robbery or burglary?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, what's the name of your crew?
Yeah, we haven't thought of that.
How did we get to know each other?
That's funny because in my head I was thinking, we've known we got to know each other because of Aries. So
Ari- Arisians.
No, don't. No, no.
Joke
I
lang.
won't allow it. I will not allow it.
what's your
Uh,
IGN nga in English?
Maruvinji is my name.
Yeah, that's his
the
IGN. A lot of people knows him as Marvin G.
the the children of the ram. What is Aries?
No,
Naisip ko, the
I hate
children
you.
of Aries.
I hate you.
The
So
sons of
magiging
war.
magiging mawawalan tayo ng cast member next session. He has to bow out of the game.
Yeah, Flores.
Yeah,
I love this
I hate you.
one.
I hate you.
I like it. Really?
parang, parang panggago na, like market. Parang bigla naisip ko Shoppersville.
Actually, with
Or um, we usually do this because normally the naming of the crew is typically um undecided, or players can't decide on the character creation time. Um, we'll discover it by name or by playing.
Mhm.
So the game will tell you what your name is. Similar to what
Yeah,
happened
later
with
on.
Jiggy's game. They were their lair is where the tenement housing are.
House. Yeah.
Yeah, and they named themselves the tenants, things like that.
Mhm.
They're most probably dead now
So
after what they
is that
did.
okay with you guys? Like we'll just discover your name by playing.
that is fun.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be a
Okay.
long-term game.
So burglary, right?
So which one? Yeah, by the way, burglary or robbery?
Burglary na lang.
Burglary muna.
Para patago.
We can naman, diba? Like in the future, we feel like,
We can pick
sabotaging
anything. Yeah,
someone.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can pick other things as well.
Okay.
But
Pera
for
muna.
which one?
Pera muna.
So which one? Robbery or burglary?
Burglary for
Okay.
me.
Burglary is okay with everyone?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll prepare a burglary for you guys next session. All right. And one last thing I would request for you guys, from you guys, by the way.
Assignment ba yan?
No. I just need
Hmm.
a screenshot of
So,
everyone. It's a simple request.
ito, a request for
Or
everyone.
so
The viewers ba yan? Like, share, and subscribe.
Why
no.
not?
I ginawa ko sa kuya ni Kenneth yun eh. with
Alin
my
yun?
previous videos. Like, comment, subscribe. Inas ko sila before to end our video with that.
Hmm.
So I won't ask you to do that. But yeah, can we do like a screenshot?
Sure.
Early.
All right, let's do this.
Wait lang. Wait lang. Sama ko yung cat
Yung
ko.
cat. Yeah. It's your mascot.
Yep.
How old
Sure.
is it?
2 weeks pa lang yung kitten ko eh.
Oh, cutie.
All right, 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks.
Thank you
I'll
guys.
send
Nice
the
meeting everyone.
Bye-bye.
I'll send the screenshot as well.
Nice meeting you guys.
Everyone.
Looking forward to the game.
So yes, we'll schedule again. I'm planning to do this like every other Saturday. Like it's
Mhm.
not like a weekly commitment. so that
Mhm.
you still have your weekends to
fine.
yourselves. All right. So maybe every other
Yeah,
weekend,
that's fine. Fine.
twice a month would we'll do this like
Yeah.
twice a month at least. All right.
Sure.
So
Okay
yeah,
lang.
thank you guys so much for joining. Hopefully, I'll include the other cast as well. I'll have them create their characters as well. And
Ilan ba
Mhm.
target mong players, Aris?
yeah, four. So
4.
there's one more player supposed to be.
Or
And then yeah,
Okay.
we'll do that. All right, next week.
okay.
Thank you so much, and bye guys.
Thank
I'll end the
you.
stream.
Bye.
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 Night.
All right, that's the end of the stream. All right, bye guys.